My ex is really trying to fuck with me. His girlfriend is missing and somehow he's trying to blame my new boyfriend who's a cop for her disappearance. Okay, sure. He just doesn't want me to be happy and he's putting the seeds of doubt in my mind now. Like, for example, I was there today and I don't know where my boyfriend is from. I just know that he is not from this country and he's turned it into this kind of running joke that one of these days I'll guess where he's from. I've never met any of his family. I've never met his mother or any of his friends. He told me that he doesn't have any family in this country. Am I being too suspicious here or is this a huge red flag?
Hi y'all, let's make some lunch for my husband. Tomorrow he's going to get a pretty large sandwich. It's going to have provolone cheese, pepper jack cheese, pepperoni, and some jalapeno turkey breast. I'm adding bread and butter pickles, banana peppers, red onion, I think it should be called purple onion, but whatever, some shredded lettuce, mustard, and mayonnaise. I'm going to fold that over and I'm going to wrap it in parchment paper today as well as some foil just so nothing gets soggy in there. And in his other container, he's going to get some raspberries and blueberries, some celery, and I'm packing a little container of peanut butter to dip his celery in and a sugar-free lime jello. For his breakfast in the morning, he's getting a yogurt parfait, some Chobani vanilla Greek yogurt, vanilla granola, bananas, chia seeds, and I'm topping that off with more yogurt and granola, and I'm packing that in his lunchbox with a Kind bar, Doritos, water, and a Dr. Zevia. Bye, y'all.
Let's make lunch for my husband, starting with the top portion of his lunch. I cut up some carrots and cucumber. I cut them in slices so that it's easier to dip into the hummus. I ended up moving them over so I could have room to add the tomatoes. For an additional side, I made some egg omelet and also some roasted peanuts that are his favorite. Once it's all done, I went ahead and started packing the lower portion. For the main portion this time, I'm making chicken karaage, which is a Japanese version of fried boneless chicken. Here's some nice frying noises. If you guys are interested, I'll make sure to upload the recipe for how to make the chicken karaage. So for this portion, I kept it simple and just did cooked rice. With the chicken, I included some Kewpie mayo dipping sauce and topped the rice off with some furikake, which is a common rice topping. After everything's done, I packed everything away and made sure to include a note to tell my husband that I love him.
Howdy y'all, welcome back. So we are packing my fiance's lunch yet again. I am a house peasant, I guess. So this is some Asian pasta salad. Let me know if you want me to drop the recipe for it. It is major good, super easy to make, but kind of a little bit of hard labor, not gonna lie. And then we're gonna set up the second level with some liners. We're gonna do kind of a charcuterie board theme here with some caprese. Oh, I sound so uncultured. Anyways, and then that wrapped thing and some Crispies. And then we're going to go ahead and get in another liner. And we're going to add some pistachios. These are the barbecued flavor. They are so freaking good. We just discovered them. And some trail mix because we healthy. And we're going to add in some chips because we also unhealthy. And then this is her spread for tomorrow. This is what this girl gets. I love her so much. So we're going to pack this all up. Yes, here we go. And then we're going to get into the lunch sack. And I have a note to tell her that I love her.
Hi y'all, let's make some lunch for my husband. Tomorrow he's going to get a club sandwich. I'm just starting off with 3 pieces of buttered toast. I'm adding lettuce and ham. I'm putting the mayo onto the ham just to prevent any sogginess. I'm adding another piece of toast, some pepper jack cheese, and some Dave's hot pickles. I'm also adding another piece of lettuce and some crispy bacon. I'm going to fold that over and cut it diagonally. Some of those pieces of bacon fell out, but that's just because it's super crispy. But look how pretty that is. I'm wrapping it in some parchment paper and putting some toothpicks in there just to hold everything together. In his other container, he's going to get some peaches. I have a paper towel in there just to prevent any of the peach juice from leaking onto the trail mix side and making it soggy. In his lunch bag, he's going to get some snacks. I'm just packing some cheese crackers, a Cliff Bar, the H-E-B Doritos, an orange Gatorade, and his overnight oats. Bye, y'all.
For my husband's lunch today, I'm going to be using my new bento box. Since this bento is bigger than my last one, it fits a side salad pretty well. I'm putting together some cherry tomatoes, carrots, onion, and some sunflower seeds. I'm also going to be packing in some mixed fruit. I've got oranges, apples, and some pomegranate seeds. And I'm going to be packing in our go-to salad dressing, which is roasted sesame by Kewpie. Now for the main portion, I'm going to be doing some pastrami sandwiches. First, I start with some rye bread and pastrami deli meat. Once the meat is placed onto the bread, I topped it with some caramelized onions and some white cheddar cheese. To finish the sandwiches off, I smeared on a thin layer of mustard. After I trimmed up the sandwiches just a little bit, I shared the bread crust with Bouncer, so promise nothing got wasted. Now that the lunch is ready to go, I'm packing it all up and of course including a note to tell my husband that I love him. For my husband's lunch today, we're going to start with the top as always. First, I put in some paper lining and then added in some fresh seedless grapes. Then I added in some celery and cut up some carrots. And for the dipping sauce, I'm going to do some ranch dressing. And then I added in 2 Baby Bell cheese. And for fun, I'm doing some octo glizzies. Now that this portion's done, we're going to be moving on to the main portion, which I'm going to be making some classic peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which is one of my husband's favorites. Of course, it's always necessary to use classic white bread, which I'm doing here, and then I added some crunchy peanut butter and then boysenberry jam. Then I cut the sandwiches in half and placed them into the box, which fit perfectly, and then I was able to fit in some mini dill kosher pickles. Now that everything's ready to go, I'm packing everything away and of course including a note to tell my husband that I love him.